Hey guys, what's up? I hope you're all staying safe and healthy. In today's video we are going to be talking about the UK's first ever K-pop group, KAACHI. Disclaimer, this is not a hate video at all. These are just my personal opinions on the group and company and not hate in any way towards the individuals in the group. Please also be respectful towards the members and not comment nasty things on their pages. The members seem like sweet girls who are just trying to make their dreams come true, and I have no idea how hard it must be for them to see all the hate they are getting. Please remember that they are humans too. With that being said, let's introduce KAACHI. KAACHI has been called the UK's first pop group and consists of 4 members. We have Nicole, who is Venezuelan, Coco, who is Korean, Danny, who is British, and Shuncia, who is Spanish. The group debuted on the 15th of April this year and is said to make their Korean debut on the 29th of April under the company Front Row. KAACHI have been getting a lot of hate since their debut, and I just want to talk about that and some of my opinions on it. The majority of their hate stems from the fact that they have non-Asian members. Racism in K-pop is not exactly unheard of, unfortunately. There have been many idols criticized for not being Korean, for only being half Korean, for not looking Asian enough, etc. And so it doesn't surprise me that they are getting hate for not being Asian. In my opinion, I am not Korean, so I don't think I really have a say on this situation, but decide for yourself what you think about it. I've seen a lot of people say that it's unfair because Koreans and Asians in general are finally getting appreciated, and a lot of it is due to K-pop, and therefore there should be only Asian K-pop idols representing the industry. As far as we know, only one member of KAACHI speaks relatively good Korean, which I think has also made many people doubt their capabilities to be in the K-pop industry.
Hello guys, 삼촌서 같이 막내 20살. 예.
자신 있어요? 아, 저도요. Really? 정말요? 수벤 너는 없냐고?
Their song Your Turn has more English lyrics in than Korean, so seriously, what is the point? Something I've also seen a lot of people comment on is the fact that Ruth has a Korean stage name. Ruth was given a stage name as it is hard to pronounce her birth name in Korean. Honestly, I don't mind this really, as there are many Asian K-pop idols who use English stage names, so I don't really see a difference. Do you agree with having non-Asian K-pop idols? It's interesting to hear different people's opinions. Something that sticks out to me as probably the biggest reason why I believe that KAACHI is not going to make it in the industry is the fact that they are just simply not up to K-pop standards. They have a background in dance and performing, but honestly their debut showcase looked like a school talent show. They were sloppy, looked tired, and just didn't have a good vibe. They all did things slightly differently, but we all know that that just can't happen K-pop. These idols are trained for years and perform in perfect synchronization. Some even go as far as using rulers to measure the angles of their arm and legs during rehearsals to make sure they are all spot on. Nicole was honestly the only person that I actually thought had pretty good stage presence. For KAACHI to be able to change the K-pop industry and make fans look at non-Asian idols differently, they would need to show that they work harder than anyone else, that they have unique concepts, that they are the most talented idols that Korea has ever seen. But unfortunately, they are just nowhere near that. I want to quickly show you some of my favorite moments in K-pop choreography history. Sorry about the copyright-free music, but it's kind of entertaining. They also just don't really look like idols. Which honestly I personally kind of like, but we all know how brutal the K-pop industry is on looks. But the members of KAACHI just look like ordinary girls. Which again I like, but it's just never going to work in an environment where everything is about fitting in and looking a certain way. And if you don't fit that mold, then you are not going to be successful. Okay, now back to what I was talking about. KAACHI have had multiple changes to the lineup already, and they haven't even debuted in Korea yet. Miso is a member who most recently left. She was introduced on the group's YouTube channel as an official member in March, but had since left the group and was replaced by Coco. Before Miso, there was another member, but she left too. It's also weird to me how Miso must have only left a little over a month before their official debut, because she is seen on their YouTube channel in early March and she even performed their single Your Turn on stage before leaving the group. However, the vocals are different when they performed Live back in March to what they are in the official single. So Miso's voice was edited out and Coco's was added in instead. Coco is supposedly an official member, but she hasn't actually been introduced on their official Twitter account. So we don't really know anything about her, which I just find odd. There have been a few behind the scenes type videos added to KAACHI's YouTube channel, but they are really short and it's hard for fans to build a connection with the members as we know so little about them. They also have little to no personal interaction with fans. If they had taken the time to build a connection with fans and gain at least a small but strong fan base, they would have probably been more accepted, to be honest. Now I'm sure we all know who Ollie London is, but in case you're not familiar, he's the guy from England whose career is based on him having hundreds of thousands of pounds worth of plastic surgery to look like Park Jimin from BTS. Or at least he's tried to look like him, supposedly. Ollie is someone who is extremely hated on in the K-pop community, as people say he's using BTS to get fame and makes a mockery of K-pop. But anyway, I heard that KAACHI come from the same company as Ollie London. I don't know how true this is, as I couldn't really find any details on it. However, KAACHI member Coco is said to be friends with Ollie and even appeared in his music video for his song Mirror Mirror. This also caused a lot of anger amongst K-pop fans, as it's hard to take the group seriously when they are friends with someone like that. And finally, I want to talk about their scandals. The group is yet to make their Korean debut, and yet they have already been in multiple scandals, which just makes them look unprofessional. There was an older video found of the girls doing a random play dance where someone behind the camera was shouting out the style that the members had to dance in. One was lazy and someone replied with "like Jennie from Blackpink."
Like Jennie from Blackpink.
We all know about Jennie's lazy dancing scandal, and I'm not going to get into it because we have no idea what she was going through mentally or physically, but during that time, Jennie definitely was not her usual self. KAACHI finally released a statement about the situation on the 18th of April and claimed that the girls hadn't even heard the person behind the camera say "like Jennie from Blackpink." However, Danny had previously replied to a comment at the time of filming the video, saying that it was just a joke and wasn't meant to offend anyone. So they had heard what the person said. Another one of their controversial things is that Chunsia said that she shipped herself with Jungkook from BTS. To be honest, this doesn't bother me. I mean, haven't we all shipped ourselves with our favorite idols at some point? But I can understand that it is not very professional, especially considering that they are trying to get into the same industry as Jungkook. Plagiarism is the last scandal I'm going to talk about. People have said that KAACHI have tried to mix Twice, Blackpink and ITZY's concepts, and it's very unoriginal, and to be honest I see it. Their costumes really remind me of Twice's costumes for Feel Special. I can understand why KAACHI is receiving so much hate, and I definitely do not agree that they should be promoted as a K-pop group. In my opinion, they should be a pop group with K-pop influence, but realistically they wouldn't even get far with that, as they just lack the talent and dedication. One girl studied dance at university and yet she looked so tired and just bored when performing on stage with KAACHI. They are not ready yet. As I mentioned before, please don't send hate to the girls. I'm sure if we were all given the opportunity to live out our dreams, we'd take it. Please remember, they are normal teenage girls who have feelings. I doubt any of you did, but if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. What are your thoughts on KAACHI? I'll see you guys in the next video. Please stay safe.